Have you ever felt like everybody else has a very distinctly and uniquely defined art style? Like you can't seem to find that secret sauce, that syrup that you have somewhere, you just can't figure it out what makes your art style yours. Do you scroll through looking for everybody else's work and just be like, what is it I can't seem to figure out what my style, so to speak, is? What if I told you that the key to your art style has been underneath your nose this entire time and you didn't even realize it? You see, I thought I didn't have anything unique that I could brand or financially take to the top until I realized I did. This is the spaceman. I invented him and he speaks to others. Others really like him. I don't know why. That became my style. That is the future of Jordan T. Mystic. Let's get into the intro. Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome. My name is Jordan T. Mystic. I should start doing actual tricks with that, I think. Pulling a card out of my sleeve or something like that, rather than these illusion tricks, these animation tricks that I do. Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome. My name is Jordan T. Mystic and I am an artist with a capital A from Katoomba, Australia, and we outside, ladies and gentlemen. You'll get used to it. This is what I do. I mean, why wouldn't I be outside when this is in my backyard? Anyways, today we're talking about your art style and the fact that it has been underneath your nose this entire time and you didn't even realize it. The answers normally are, especially to these creative problems. Let's start that timer first. There it is. Thank you for the Tony Hawk's timer, Mr. Editing Jordan. Man, so the lie that we've been fed that our art style is something to be found outside of us, well, it's exactly that. It's a lie. It's something that's external from us. It's something that's we have to find, we have to seek out, we have to hunt it down. It's like a treasure. It's like the key that went missing back when we were born, back when we came to this place. It's just not true. Because the key and the lock are all within you. They always have been. When it comes to your art style, absolutely. So, in light of that lie, we chase trends. We mimic art styles, we copy our favourite artists. Instead of taking what we like from them, we just copy them. We follow trends, we make art for the sake of commerce. And we don't really ever make anything personal. It's not why we are embarking on this artistic creative journey. It's why we chose art over something else. Over other industries and skill sets we could have learned. Why are we not making personal work? Well, begs the question. No, I think you know where I'm leading into here. All of the chasing, all of the hunting leads to us never actually making anything we want to make and creating anything personal, or anything from our soul or unique, the things we're supposed to create. That leads me into, well, your art style isn't something you capture in a moment, like a Pokemon or something, like some elusive rare Lugia floats through the sky. And if you see it, you hope to catch it one day. No, it's not a Charizard. It's like anything. It's been growing. It's been forming in every piece of art you've done up until now. Every sketch, every drawing, every painting, the way you draw eyes, the obscure way that you do your line work or your noses even, the way that you like to draw hands the way that that person does, that artist does, and the way that you like to draw ears the way that that artist does. You are forming your art style day after. I've said this a million times on this channel, but if you're new here, the things you think are mistakes are actually creating your signature. You can draw whatever you want to draw, whenever you want to draw it. You can paint or sculpt, produce whatever you want to, whatever style of music, art, painting you want to do. Whenever you want to, you just need to give yourself permission to do so. It is what you choose to draw and why that creates your style. For me, it happened gradually, but it has happened recent to me. You see, I stopped trying to be a Batman comic book artist and started being myself. I went through old sketchbooks and my work from when I was a child, and yeah, it was all there. I then realized that there were characters that disturbed people. The spaceman, for instance. This one here. He upset others. He made people feel, I think, is what happened. And those who were triggered by it, they were disturbed, upset, took it personally. But those who were moved by it, hell, they couldn't not say anything. They couldn't help themselves. Distraction, give me a second. Hello. Morning. Every time people walk past me like that, I feel like some sort of wizard here, just sitting in the bush, like a sage, with my camera. Everyone's sort of just, they don't disturb me. They're very respectful. It's like they know I'm doing something important. At least they think I'm doing something important. Just filming YouTube videos. I mean, I got an old wizard's cough at this point in the beard. So yeah, as I was saying it, they couldn't help but tell me they loved that painting or this particular painting, or because it did something to them, made them feel something and made them feel understood, heard, or upset. But it was the one character that over every character I've ever created and I've ever consistently created not only felt aligned with me and was very much an expression of who I am through and through 100%. It was effective because it was missing color, and I went out of my way with this character to ask myself, what can I do with illustration to simplify my work but get the most effective emotions and the most move people the most with the simplest work I can find. And it moved people, but I didn't really push forward in the early years with the Spaceman because he was disturbing others, and those around me were criticizing the character, and they felt criticized by it because their own personal demons could not appreciate what was in front of them. So when they got triggered, they were disturbed, they were upset, and then they would take it out on me, which made me believe that the character was not as important as he was. What I was missing was that counterbalance of people not even just telling me, showing me how they felt when those individuals who weren't triggered by the work saw it, and it moved people. It is the one character that people have spoken to me about for years when they see it on my paintings, when they see it on mural. It moves them because that character does something. So your style, ladies and gentlemen, becomes your story, and your story becomes your style. So if you're lost in trying to find your style, ladies and gentlemen, as an artist, you are not alone. You are on track. And remember, your style is something that grows over time. And sometimes what you're looking for, that character, that series, that next big thing, it's right underneath your nose. Just like it was with me. Go through your old sketchbooks. I'm going to go and do the same. This has inspired me. You need to remember that when I teach you these things, ladies and gentlemen, I go back and only advances always. So go back through your sketchbooks. Find out your story. Find out the stories you were telling back then, and you might just find that you have exactly what you need, and that only you can find, that only you've been looking for, was right underneath your nose this entire time. Remember, your bad habits are your style, so lean into your mistakes. And trust me, you'll find it. In fact, I manifest that this one video helps at least one person out there find that exact key they were looking for, and they have that epiphany moment like I did with the Spaceman. I hope you can all feel that. It's beautiful. It really is. My work has evolved over the years, ladies and gentlemen, and it scares me how much I don't like it, but how effective it still is. Which means I'm doing something right. Hello, little one. Another sparrow joining us. So let me know in the comments, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any weird things you do, habits that you do that create your art style, or any moments that have happened to you, epiphany moments like this, where you've realized that's your art style, that is partly this person and partly that person. Hell, even let us know in the comments who your style is made up of, who you think you might have amalgamated to create your style, and who you've borrowed from, and so on over the years. If this hit home with you, ladies and gentlemen, and resonated, not all of this resonates with everybody, but if this resonated with you, ladies and gentlemen, hit like and subscribe, please share, all that great stuff. Mash as per usual. And remember that if you are looking for your art style right now, it might just be right underneath your nose this entire time, and it might have just been inside you or in your sketch like me. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. Keep creating from your intuition. Thank you so much for watching. Listen to your gut. I've been your host, Jordan T. Mystic, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. I love you. Stay weird. Bye.